Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife here. I am outside the fitness studio. We're just about to go in and do a few reps and or was it the cafe and coffee? I can't remember. It's one of the two. It's one
Cafe
of the
and cake. Yeah.
We're in Los Cristianos today. It's overcast, but it's really warm and muggy. Probably I would say about 25 degrees in the shade. I am walking today with Peter. Here we go,
Hi.
the rooster himself, and he's been jogging or running.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. And he says, I'll have a little rest. He says, we'll walk around, and then I'm going round again. So he says, meet me outside the fitness studio, because that's where he was going to go. But he didn't make it because of the daiquiris, he said.
That's
So
right.
That's another story.
That's right.
Okay, if you're new to the channel, my name's Tim, and I go walking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, about this time, 9 o'clock. I go live at 5:55 on Mondays and Fridays, and it's actually changing. On Wednesdays at 5:55, 3 weeks. The second, third and fourth Wednesday of the month, and the first Wednesday of the month is going to be Food for Thought on Juliane's channel, so that's going to change. But we're going to tell you all about it on Wednesday. That is tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm walking with Tracy Addison in Las Americas. We're meeting by the fountain down there, and Thursday nobody has registered, so if you want to go walking and you're on the island, you can register for Thursday morning. So Peter, how the devil are you?
Feeling a bit ropey,
Good to see you.
as you've just hinted.
Hinted of the daiquiris, yeah?
Yeah.
A daiquiri for the lady.
Two too many, in fact.
Too many.
Too many.
So you staying in the area?
Where are we? Yeah, sort of top right corner, sort of Diamantes complex.
Okay. So
Which is-
up Cardiac Hill then?
I tell you what, I was going to do a bit of running while I was here as well, but yeah, going up and down there every day is
That's enough, right?
probably enough. Yeah, my calves are already like.
Or me, but I'm weightlifting every day.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Is it like that?
Exactly. Well, I did go out last night and have a couple of beers, but I'm going to be serious now and lose a bit of weight.
Nah,
What's
being an
this?
avid viewer, I've heard that before.
That's true.
Cinematic.
It is cinematic. There you go. He does watch, doesn't he? He does watch. Right, where are we, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you exactly where we are. We're at the Estación de Guagua in Los Cristianos, opposite the Valdez Center, which is that one over there. And we've just met at the gym, which is down here, called Hammer Studios, is it?
Hammers Unlimited, I think.
Hammer,
yeah,
Unlimited
something like that.
Hammers or Hammers Unlimited. We've got 34 people watching. Let's see what you guys are saying. We have John Beavis this morning, Michael Penny, JJG, good morning. I don't know what JJG, I think this is the first time I've seen you. Welcome to the channel. And Gilles Gardinier, when I saw the title, I thought you'd joined a gym.
Work then.
You obviously don't know me at all. At all. No, you're right. That's what we're going to do. Stephen Marchant is on. Good morning. Steve Fish is on. Morning, Tom and Tim, he says. Fat fingers this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Gemma Edwards, Anne-Marie. Out next week, hopefully a bit brighter then. It's going to brighten up on Thursday, I believe. So that's all right. And Webby's on. Webby Sports, boom. Are you into sports?
No, not. I'll sit and watch it. You know, on holiday in a bar drinking, but I'm not an avid follower of any kind of team or particular sport.
Not an avid follower of fashion. So let's have a look at the mountain up here now. Okay, so we got cloud to the mountain. If you go onto zoom.earth, it'll show you that the rain is just over La Palma, which is about 85 kilometers that way. And Funchal's getting it as well. But we look like we might just get the tail end or just miss it. Should we nip over while it's green?
Yes, let's do that. Andale.
There we go. Did a bit of a run there. So you notice, like a dad run, like one of Peter Kay's dad runs.
That's the set done for today.
And Morley's on. 30 each wheel. So Peter's joined me today. We've never met before, right? But it looks like you know me a lot more than I know you. So
Well, it was like the COVID thing, you know, for a couple of years. Everyone was stuck in a house.
Right.
I certainly was stuck in a house for months and months and months. So you end up watching things, and I First saw Lee's, and like I'm from that sort of next town across.
Yeah.
Sort of local lad, I'll give him a bit of support and watch it, and then from there, you kind of see the evolution of the vlogger.
Right,
You, Andrew, bit with Tom Erdman, Johnny Vlogger, Rick, Cole, and Kev.
He's coming on Thursday, Cole.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. I might try and
How long are you staying for?
hit him up. I fly back on the 18th, Sunday.
All right, so you have a couple of days in.
Yeah,
He's out for partying, he said.
Excellent. I'll have to dry out a bit before then.
Oh no, he'll catch up. Right, so what's your name? Where are you from?
I'll think about that one. So Pete or Peter from Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
Yeah.
And are you working for a living at the moment?
I am working for a living. I try not to, but I do have to turn up from time to time and do something, as some of my friends will attest to.
Especially your boss?
Yeah, I try and stay out of my boss's way, which is fairly easy. He leaves me alone, so yeah. It's again with the COVID thing, my role has kind of morphed into more of an agile thing.
Right.
So I can do some at home, do some in the office.
Are you allowed to tell us what it is?
I go out. I'll just say that I work for the authorities.
Okay, got
leave
you.
it at that.
Okay. The authorities.
The authorities.
Oh.
Well, that could be anything, couldn't it?
Because
Could be council.
is it breaking people's heads?
No, it's in.
It is. It's breaking people's heads.
It's in the digital media arena.
Okay.
But yeah,
You can't tell us.
I can tell you off camera, but I don't think
Okay.
the viewers need to
know. No. Oh, they're dying to know now.
Well, I'll give you some more views on it.
It will, eh? Stay till the end.
Yes.
Stay till the
The
end.
big reveal.
Hey, Ray Duffy, thank you so much.
I'm actually a stripper.
Actually,
That's the big reveal.
He's unemployed.
Yeah.
A stripper. It just filtered through my brain.
Yeah.
So this place I quite like actually. This is the Ayuntamiento here, or the council buildings.
Right. Okay.
And this street here, you can't get into it because it's pedestrians all the way, and you can't park here. But it's a perfect spot, isn't it? I just love that tree. That's one. Well, both of these are very nice, but that's the one
Yeah.
that takes me fancy. So, is it your first time in Tenerife, or are you seasoned?
I've been once before. That was 2016. I wanted to get. I was gonna come last year.
Yeah.
But then, I think it was the prices hiked for the flights because I did it separately, and I just decided not to pay that kind of money, which they did again this time. But
Yeah.
I was coming on a Saturday, and the Friday and the Sunday. So the Saturday they hiked about 450. I was like, whoa. But the Friday and the Sunday was still at about 100.
Okay.
So I thought, rather than drop a day, I'll have an extra day, and I came Friday instead.
Oh, very good. So, where do you fly from?
It was from East Midlands.
East Midlands.
Yeah.
And we all know that one because of Lee.
Yeah. I was saying it. About the next town over. So was it at Mansfield, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So you've got Sutton, and then you've got sort of Alfreton across the M1.
Yeah.
So I'm roundabouts there. So
The
local lad
M1.
and all. Ooh. Trip. You know, I hate these roads. I'm always looking the wrong way.
That's true. That's true. Like, it took me a while when I moved to Germany to get used to it. Now I'm the other way. Now if I go back to Britain to visit anything, I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and jelly spoons, we got 51 people watching, and we're in Los Cristianos today. We're going to have a walk down towards the beach. Then take a left up towards Dan's shop, and then.
Oh yeah, I forgot to. Mentioned all the others. I forgot to mention him.
Well, he's not doing a lot at the moment. He's a very busy man.
Yeah.
Very busy man. So, where did you go to school?
School. Tupton. Tupton Primary, and then Tupton Hall.
And what did you want to be when you grew up?
Do you know what? I was one of those kids that never had any direction. I always got on me the little bits of paper, the end of season reports, which I've still got somewhere. And it always said the same: very capable, but lacks focus.
Okay.
So basically, I was just pissing about in school all the time, but I could do it.
Very capable, but lacks. Oh, look, cows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just drifted from job to job to job, basically, and ended up working for the authorities.
The authorities. We're going to have to get to the bottom of this. So we just passed somebody's favourite cafe, actually. John Beavis, recognise where you are now. Lovely cafe on the left-hand side. Okay. I think we've already passed it because...
That's a petrol station.
Could have been. Betty Hannigan's on. Ray Duffy, morning. Bags are packed, ready to go. Leaving on a jet plane. He comes from Leven in Fife.
Oh, way up.
The Kingdom of Fife.
Way
This
up
is
north.
my favourite restaurant.
This one.
This one here.
Raymond
Raymond number one. So we got soups or sopas, starters, eggs, fish and seafood. Famous for the paella, meat, desserts, and seasonal dishes. Very nice. And on a Sunday lunchtime, you come here for paella with the family. People come out of church, and it's fantastic.
I like fish.
Somebody shouting in here, front on your right. Front on your right and left in Caesus, Suecia. My friend's pastisseria lista, okay. Where is the pasti? Is that it?
I don't know what that means.
It's a panderia. We'll find it. Kebab shop. It's getting sticky today, isn't it? Warm.
Yeah, yeah. It was lovely and warm yesterday. And as I say, like this, I don't know where you were, but here. And then about 3:30, it was blazing.
I stayed home yesterday.
Hazy blazing.
I was meeting some Bavarians for dinner. There we go. There's a panderia. Place is waking up now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've been here since Friday, you say?
Yeah.
You're staying up top end of the gods in Los Cristianos.
Yeah. I was originally going to stop in Americas at a place just behind Lava.
Yeah.
Because it was, and I booked it for months and months and months, and it was cheap. But I did think, as I got towards going, that I'd rather be in Los Cris, somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
And I flicked onto Airbnb, and I got the apartment I got for another £100. So.
All right. So
it was worth upgrading.
About.
Sorry.
How much are you paying a night?
I think it works out 42.
That's not bad.
But it's a 2-bed. Anybody wants a free bed?
A free bed, there you go.
It's just me.
You should have said. Colin would have gone for that.
Yeah.
And
well, he nips out
Valerio.
on drop of a hat, doesn't he? Or is that Kev? No, that's Kev. He just pops out, doesn't he? Just throw him off.
He might jump out, Kev. He said, "Oh, this is one of my favourite hotels, right in the middle."
Is this the Reveron?
The Reveron, yeah. Right opposite the bell ringers in the church over there.
So these had some rooms I looked at, but didn't really suit inside. I'm a bit picky.
It's a bit more of a traditional hotel,
Yeah.
that one, I think.
Yeah.
Mate of mine stayed there, and he was quite impressed with it.
Yeah, I think Kev's watched his on, and I think he liked it.
But he's also done some really grotty places, hasn't he, Kev?
Again, when I stay somewhere, I have a certain level.
Yeah.
And I appreciate what he says, that he doesn't spend any time in there and he's out doing 100 videos a day.
Yeah.
That's fine, but if you're coming on, if you're not doing that, it's just a holiday. It's like I won't camp.
Yeah.
The kind of lowest to camping is like one of those big 7-berth caravans. I like the idea of camping, but I like me hot and cold.
Glamping, they call it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could glamp because they're quite high end. But yeah, I like a I like a kind of level of amenities, let's say.
Right. I would either say 5-star or
You see that?
or
That's
rubbish.
See, that's that. Yeah. So that's how long I've been watching. I remember you saying that. Yeah. You booked into one, didn't you, a couple of years ago? You like
the only
you like
place
say
I
for a
stayed-
week 5-star rather than 2 weeks 3-star.
Exactly. Exactly. We ended up at the Sheraton in La Caleta. It's just not open
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah.
Here you are, cafe, 5 bar. There we go. So as I say, it's quiet, but it's waking up now, isn't it?
I like this time of day.
Well, I like it because Chris doesn't get up till late because she likes.
To meditate.
She does meditate. But the thing is, when she's dreaming, she can do everything, she says. And then she wakes up and it's basically the nightmare again.
Okay.
So I think, you know, sleeping 11 hours is a good thing for her.
Yeah.
Napoli, here we go. Oh, shouldn't have done that.
You should, like I do.
That was?
All that beer makes me a bit bloated.
Uh-huh. Got 65 people watching. I'm way too early. The simple reason is when I'm just about finished around about 10 o'clock or even later,
Yeah.
the people, they start piling in. I got a load of new subscribers from Lee.
Right.
Over 500 subscribers.
What, recently?
Yeah, in May.
Yep.
And they're dropping off one by one now. So I lost about 10 over the last month.
Yeah.
But I'm still net 490.
It's
But it's demoralising when I wake up in the morning. I'm getting less.
yeah. It's yeah. Again, having watched so many, you perhaps have a tendency to think, well, that's easy. You know, shoot something, post it, job's good, but
You know,
I appreciate
I want to
it's
start
not.
doing that, but I'm just addicted to lives. For the simple reason that
because there's no editing, is there?
there's no editing, and also you can interact.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you're doing vlogs, you got to think of a story,
Yeah.
you know, and because every story's got to have a beginning, middle, and end. It's got to have a setup, conflict, and resolution
Yeah.
for it to be interesting. And I'm just not that clever. Not only that, but it takes a lot of time. I mean, all I'm doing is filming Webby talking to mates.
Yeah.
And that's taking me ages. I've got 2 appointments this afternoon to film 2 sports bars.
Right.
The Rum Pot and another one I can't even remember. And then they come in, I film their bar a little bit, and then they come and say, here we are, the sports bar, we've got sports every day,
Yeah.
$1
Yeah,
a pint, and we watch Webby's Sports Roundup. And it takes me 2 hours to film it, you know, go down here,
Yeah. Yeah.
do the chit chat, press the flesh, do the filming, and then I've got to go back and edit it into sort of like a music type video.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow afternoon I'm filming Webby and his mates talking about sport. End of the football season and what we're going to talk about over the summer. And then I got to put the graphics on that and then do a bit of like camera zoom in and out to make it interesting. And then Thursday morning I've got to meet him again and do the 15-minute roundup.
Right.
Then I got to edit
And it's
it
not
all
even
together.
your channel.
Huh?
It's not even your
It's
channel.
not even on my channel. Right, there's a bench here with my name on it. I'm going to read some questions for you. We've got 76 people watching now. Those who just joined us. We're in Los Cristianos. There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, we'll start back. Kevin stayed in there. Oh, that was the Reveron, yeah? Artisanal cake and croissants made in Naples, that's Valerio. That was that shop we passed. Julie Wade's on, Lynn Rowland's on, Gordon Duncanson from Dublin, Yvonne Brown. Is the guy before and after at the gym, you're before, he's after? He did go, actually.
Not this morning. I'll be there tomorrow.
You still got me, lol. Rich Howells is on. Love It Live. There you go, Rich Howells. I don't think I've seen that name before. If I have, I apologise, but welcome if you're new. And Caroline, sweet Caroline, is saying, coming to Tenerife on Friday, think the weather looks better end of the week. Yeah, Thursday should be past. They're promising the, okay, the way it's working now, we've got an anticyclone over Funchal somewhere, and to the west of Funchal. So what it's got a long tail coming down, and the tail's coming in now. So the tail is over La Palma, El Hierro, and just the other side of La Gomera, but it's moving north. So that means that the tail will hopefully miss us. So they were promising high winds and unprecedented precipitation. And you want to say that 3 times fast, don't you?
After 2 daiquiris, or even 4 daiquiris.
And so it's not happening. It's not happening. So at the moment, as you can see here, we do have sort of rain clouds, but there's no wind to speak of, is there?
No, no, not at all.
And it's very muggy, very sticky.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was going to do, run, but yeah.
We can run if you want. I got a gimbal.
As I said, being up top right, oof.
Run downhill.
Get me steps in.
Right, been on 21 minutes, so let's carry on towards Dan's shop, and then we'll find a coffee, shall we?
Yeah. How many has he got now? Is it still 3 shops? Outlets?
He's got 3 outlets, you're right. This one, the original one in
and there was a new one
and a new one in our village, in Cayo Savaki. They actually advertised yesterday, they've got some damaged Guinness cans for $1.50. Oh, wow. So I nearly went up and bought them, but you know. 80 people watching now. Simon Farrant's on. Lee, just the opposite. He does no lives, just films and edits. Needs to slow down. He uploading every day. Yeah, I mean, he is really a workhorse, Lee. Him and Kevin, I think they're keeping YouTube alive.
I mean, you see Lee's subscribers, what, over 100, isn't he now? 1,000.
Oh, 100,000, yeah.
So you can see that that's working. It's working for him. I think Andrew's slowed down significantly. I don't know what Kev's at. But they do different things, don't they? Kev's like 10-minute hits, isn't he?
Yeah.
Quick 10-minute, no editing, boom. Whereas
Lee does it right, and Kevin does it righter, because he puts as many out there as he can.
Yeah,
it's interesting to dip in.
I'd considered that. They just, all 3 that we've just mentioned there, they just blank, like you say, they're just keeping you to go, and they just blank it, don't they?
That's true. I don't watch a lot of Andrew, to tell you the truth, because basically I live here, you know. So he does a very good job of telling young people. You know, he's got the young crowd because he's young, and he's got the old crowd because he's everybody's favourite son-in-law. You know?
So tend to be older people that always bump into him.
That's right. That's right. And search him out. In fact, did you see him this week?
No. I've watched quite a few recently because I was coming.
Yeah.
So
Did you get any good tips off him?
Off Andrew?
Yeah.
There's that donut shop I'm going to try. Looks nice.
Okay.
Mr. Donut. But as I said earlier, because I've already been a few years ago and I've already watched a significant amount over the COVID period.
Feel like you live here.
Yeah, it's like yours with getting the bus over to Cayo Savaki.
Yeah.
473. Now I've walked past the bus stop on Saturday as the 473 was pulling in.
Cool.
At plot number 6, and it said Cayo Savaki, and I know you said it's the Los Gigantes one.
That's right.
So tips like that I already know from ages ago, you know. So there's not really much anyone can really point out for me.
No. I think he's doing quite a few in Florida now, and he was on a cruise ship, I think, last week.
Yeah, which don't interest me at all.
Not me either. But who am I? Jose Bass.
I was in there yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah. That's the thing, you know, talk about the prices of things. Everywhere I've been, dirt cheap. So for 17 bucks, as you like to call it.
17 bucks.
17 bucks, 4 beers. That's where it started to go wrong. 4 beers, a coffee, and had a tuna salad.
All right.
And you can't, 4 beers unless you go to Wetherspoons in Britain, 4 beers would cost you like 18 quid.
Jesus.
£4.50 a pint. If you're getting, let's say Strongbow, stuff that you like.
I think when I left England, it was £1 a pint.
Yeah, so it's generally costing me like 15 bucks to eat. Do that a couple of times a day. It's dirt cheap, dirt cheap.
Yep, we got movement in Dan's shop. I think this is a Kingdom Hall, this one.
Ah, right, okay.
JW's.
Yep.
I'd know that sickly green colour from anywhere.
They were wearing pink the other day.
Were they wearing pink the other day? And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, go to Tenerife First Excursions for all your excursions needs.
Gentlemen,
how are you? All right?
Very well.
We're doing excellent.
Very well.
Is it going to rain or is it not going to rain?
It will not rain until 4:35.
That's very specific.
There you go.
We've got our Sarah inside.
Sarah's in, is she?
She's there.
Hi, Sarah. Fine, thanks. Doing well. I got Peter here.
Hi.
But he's not doing excursions this time, he says. He's running.
Running?
He's running.
Do you want to do something silly like that?
I know.
Got to keep the heart rate up, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Jump off the mountain if you want. I'll get your heart rate up.
Uh-huh. Jump off a mountain.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Hiya, Bailey.
Where are you walking to?
We're parked up by the fitness centre, and then we just
I
decided to
picked it
do.
up from there. He
says, "Meet me at the gym." I went, "Oh yeah, right." Outside the gym. So you're just opening up. Cool dudes.
Ready for the day ahead?
Ready for the day ahead. What a fantastic excursion I had yesterday. I'm just trying to sell. Come and get your excursions. I'm terrible.
We had a flyboard yesterday.
You did?
We did jet skiing, you have to balance, and it's really, really good.
Did you film it?
I did, yes.
Well done.
Videos, photos, the lot. A few face blanks, but I'm happy.
I had the one with the big tube in it, with the water, yeah.
I think I saw you actually, like a banana boat
No, not the boat.
with a couple of girls on the back.
No.
I remember that.
No.
What do you think? You been on the banana boat?
Who, me?
Uh-huh. You?
I don't think I've ever...
Banana boats in his time.
Anyway.
Family
anyway.
channel. Family channel. We're embarrassing Peter now. See you guys. You too, thank you. There you go, ladles and jelly spoons. Tenerife First Excursions. Good morning, Tim says Eugene McGeever. And Marie, morning everybody. Don't forget thumbs up, thank you. Sue FedEx on. Any news regarding Dreamers? Let's go and have a look.
I saw it the other day. Is it closed? Or
I don't know.
There's so many bars that
I'm
and as
interested
well
now.
open and close, open and close.
Uh-huh. Let's go and have a quick look at Dreamers for Sue Fedak. Somebody asked a question about what's happening with Dreamers. Yeah, I don't know. Is there something up with Dreamers? Down here.
I think it's some. I don't know the official story, so I don't want to say anything.
All right.
In case I get it wrong, they will be reopened.
It's already open.
No, they will be reopened.
They will be reopened. Okay.
Sorted out a few things.
Okay, so it was closed and they've sorted out a few things and it will reopen,
Yes.
but we don't know the story and we're not going to gossip on this channel.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I don't
No
want
gossiping.
To get it wrong. They were really, really lovely families, so when they reopen, they will need the support from everybody.
Okay, so it's the same family that's reopening. Okay, it's the same people who are going to reopen. So you got a time frame? No time frame.
Yes.
Okay, Sue, so I hope they're open when you come over, and if they're not, then there's plenty of other places just around temporarily before your favourite bar is open again. And don't forget, just round the corner, it's Tenerife First Excursions.
For all your banana boat needs.
We'll go on it together.
Exactly. I'll film it from the shore.
Okay. You can film it from the boat.
Oh, you can't send a drone up from a boat.
Oh, that's true.
You can actually,
You
but
can, just follow me.
But
We've
the
got
thing,
follow me thing.
yeah, but the thing is, if you lose connection, it returns to home, which is where you set it off, and your boat's drifted a bit by then. It is. Ali, Ali. No, we will now. We've done our bit for the dreamers. Dreamer, nothing but a dreamer.
There's one down
Cocina
there.
Mexicana.
The South Cove pub,
The South Cove,
something like that, down them steps.
down the steps. I think it's up here. Must be.
All bits of neon.
Let's have a look.
I think that's the.
Where does it say?
Here, turn right, turn right. That one there. Never seen that before.
I don't have my glasses on. Oh, that's a
South-
pub down there.
Yeah, South Cove.
God.
I think the Indians upstairs, is it, maybe?
Uh-huh. Tenerife South Cove.
Cove, okay, sure.
What's the opening times?
Looks like a night place.
Music. 12 to 16 and 18 to midnight. Live music. Nice burgers. There you go. Karaoke.
Ping pong.
Cool. There's a picture of it, look.
Oh, my
Looks quite big.
Yeah, I might stick my head in there. First time I've
South
seen that.
Cove.
But then again, it is squirreled away down there, isn't it?
The old squirrels. I saw a picture the other day from the 70s and this building was on it. It was one of the only buildings on the coast.
This?
no,
Oh, that one.
the funny coloured one.
Is this a house? Someone's house?
I don't know, actually. I'll have to look on my drone footage. I think I've got it somewhere. Cocina Mexicana. This is for rent. So we're going to rent this place. 692-473-962. Tell them Tim sent you. It is pretty dead this time in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah. But again, it's nice. I mean, I came down, did the walk all the way to the Winchester and back.
Okay.
6 hours. I did stop a couple of times for obviously a drink
Or two.
or two. But yeah, I think it was actually Sunday I came down. It was absolutely rammed, absolutely rammed. And I came Friday. I do remember thinking, oh, it's quiet everywhere. But say then Sunday it was rammed down here. So it must be influx of planes maybe over the Saturday and the Sunday.
Well, we get quite a few of those. Ferries just going out. Fred Olsen. Jimmy's brother. Who was Jimmy Olsen?
Don't know, far too young to know.
Jimmy Olsen was Spider-Man's, no, not Spider-Man. Somebody's
Oh, the photographer, yeah, Spider-Man.
What Spider-Man photographer?
It was for the Bugle.
That's right.
Jimmy,
The Daily
young,
Bugle.
young kid for the Bugle.
Jimmy Olsen, the Olsen twins. No, there's something else. We're going to take a right here.
Yeah.
It was Superman. Jimmy Olsen was Superman's photographer because Spider-Man was his own photographer, wasn't he?
Yes, I think he was. You're right.
So Jimmy Olsen was Superman's mate. There you go.
Right, got it.
Or still is because they're all fictitious. Rigor Mortis is on, late to the party. Steve Marchant, Superman, there you go. Views from our travels, market day on Sunday. Hello, views from our travels. If you've got a nice channel there, you can let us know.
I was from the market when I came last time, in 2016.
Ah, the old gecko.
Yeah.
The old gecko.
Brought him back.
Did I miss a donation? No, I didn't. If you need information for Italian food, you can ask me, says Valerio. Italian food. I actually went to an Italian restaurant in Playa Paraiso for my daughter's 30th. She came over and we took her there. And it was Rocca Negra Sunset Club. And outside they've got the typical Italian menu of pizza pasta. And inside they got some fantastic meats and fish. So Italian food for me was always pizza, pasta. And I thought, well, I'll make that at
Yeah,
home, you know.
yeah.
I'm not paying for pasta out.
No.
But they do some great steaks and seafood there. Rocca Negra. So if you know any top-class Italians that does the, you know, the cut steak, what's it called, Trattor something or other? That's good.
Sounds far too expensive for me.
If you go down here and down the steps, you come out the bottom end. Thank you for the info. You're very welcome, Valerio. Your caps lock's on, by the way. He's typing in all caps.
Ah, right, okay. Shouting, as they say.
Shouting. You're shouting. He's smiling. Marky David did that one. What is the name of this town? Says Suhail Ahmed. Suhail Ahmed, this is in the south. It's the port in the south of Tenerife called Los Cristianos, or the Christians. And it was one of the first to be developed on the south coast. Los Cristianos, Las Americas, and then the coast of the municipality of Adeje, which is obviously called Costa Adeje. So that's pretty good. So Los Cristianos is an old fishing village that has sort of grown up over the past 50 years, I think, to be one of the major tourist spots on the south of the island. I must admit, it's getting tired now. Yeah, it's sort of it really needs a refurb. But
I know you've talked about in the past the government wanting this higher class of tourism.
well, what they want is sustainable tourism, and they think that if they go more exclusive, then they will have the same income from tourism with less damage to the environment.
But as it's been pointed out before, that's okay.
Take my life in my hands.
That's okay, but when you have graffiti that's just left, I mean, and you know, these bits of parks are just bits of rough land,
Yeah.
and there's litter everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's disgusting,
Yeah.
to be fair. And I think even just the pavements, they all need a jet wash.
Yeah.
So it's all right saying that, but they need to put some things in place, the smaller things to start with.
I think what you need is the tourists to respect the place so they don't litter and they don't use it. And you also need the, how do you put this delicately? You need for the money grabbing bastards to pay the people a decent wage so that they feel like they're part of a community instead of having to come down here and work and not be able to afford a flat here. They're living up in the mountain, which is colder in the winter and warmer in the summer. And when they come down here to the places on the beach, half the places are empty because they're owned by rich Germans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
For saying in August I want to get away, my first choice is Bali.
Bali.
Now, they've recently come, because I'm going, following it a bit, they've come out and said the exact same thing. There's too many tourists. There's a lot of what they're saying are Russians and Eastern Europeans just causing havoc.
Yeah.
And the government, they're saying they want to cap the amount of tourism coming in because there isn't the infrastructure.
Yeah.
It's like the roads are jammed. So they want to cap it at 7 million per annum. And then they're talking about some kind of lottery or putting your name down to get in.
Oh, that's interesting.
They're talking about, I think at the moment it's about $50 to get in. But now they're talking 150 per person. And as someone pointed out, if it's a family of 4, that's a lot of money before you even start.
Right.
So they're starting to want. First thing they did was ensuring that everyone, simple thing like wearing a helmet on the moped, because it's a moped culture.
Yeah.
And previously, obviously people flying around with flip-flops and a t-shirt.
Right.
So that's the first thing they've clamped down on.
Well, it's not clamping down, is it really? What they want to do is they want to attract the tourist that isn't an idiot.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I think what they're doing is they're saying they're not trying to outprice you. What they're trying to say is that a more, okay, if you don't want to look at the local laws of the local area and be, yeah, if you go on holiday and you're a Brit abroad, let's say, then you're not going to be able to appreciate the place you go to. And the people don't feel appreciated. They feel like they're there to serve.
Yeah.
And it's a whole culture of tourism that is lost. I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm not a tourist anyway. I'm not going anywhere.
No.
But I think what they're trying to do is to sort of say, we want to attract respectful people. And if the only way to do that is to make higher quality accommodation the norm, then that's the way they're going to do it.
But are they then going to price people out?
But the thing is, it's
difficult, isn't it?
It is difficult because you end up talking as if you're in a class war, right? Where the poor people can't afford it, right? Well, I can't afford to go to Bali, right? So, but I live here.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest problem was that it's been too cheap for too long. I mean, in Britain, I'm amazed at the prices of flights you can get. I mean, from Germany, you'd be lucky to get anything here under 200 euros at any time.
Yeah.
And my daughter, when she's got to go to the school holidays, she pays 1,200 for her and the child.
What? Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
600 a piece. And they've got to fly over Switzerland. It's not direct.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they're still there. It's a bit like, again, Kev, Scotsman in Tenerife. So it's a bit like if you can just up sticks and go on a Wednesday afternoon,
Yeah.
and you're not particularly bothered where you're going,
Right.
because one of my colleagues in the authorities
In the authorities.
did,
I'm going to see you.
yeah, he does that now and again,
Uh-huh.
and as long as you're not bothered where you're going, then it's easy done for 30, 40 quid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's generally to similar locations. There's a lot of
Yeah, but then you're
Poland
going
stuff.
on. Then you're going on a night out, right? Somewhere else. You're not a tourist in that respect. You're just going on a night out
Right.
with sun.
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
they really want is people to come and learn about the culture of the Canary Islands, which is basically you've got to look for it these days, you know, because it's like $1 a pint. English pubs all over the place.
Yeah. I mean,
which is one thing, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people would like that.
I'm probably guilty of that, as I said, because this is my extra holiday, if you will.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
And
it's
it
just
wants to
that
be a cheap one.
it's just that the people who are getting rid of this trash and seeing the damage that's being done to the island,
Yeah.
and the exploitation of the workers, they say enough's enough. And so, but it's very hard to know what the answer is. If you're a populist politician, you've probably got a very simple answer. You know, kick them out, don't let the Brits in, and all that. Yeah, and then they'll call the tabloids will get hold of that, and then they'll all blow it up out of proportion. Or, you know, why are they? You know, Brexit gives actually. I do tax returns with my wife, and because she's got disabled, right, we get a lot more allowances.
Yeah.
Since Brexit, I'm not allowed to tax return with my wife anymore because I'm British. So I've got to pay the top whack of tax now.
Do you know what? I try and keep as far away from those kind of. I like discussing it, but in terms of the implications of what it means, you can't do anything about it because you know, like Brexit, we're out. So I would love at some point in the future to move somewhere, you know, to retire, you know, as soon as possible. But it will be it's quite a way away. And obviously before Brexit, so the barman where I am, he's British, and I was talking last night, and he moved in 2017, and then he was talking about he's married, but his wife's in Britain, and he was talking about the 90-day thing, and she's got to wait and all that kind of thing. So whereas before he's moved out before that, if I wanted to come out in the future, I mean, things might change in 10 years, but if it was next couple of years, struggle to do it over here. So I'd have to look further afield and somewhere like Vietnam or Cambodia that you could probably just rock up.
Yeah,
and
but
settle.
you wouldn't have to do that for the simple reason is the 90-day rule is only for people without a visa, right? So all you need to do is go on to the website and pick
But I mean,
the
to
visa you want.
actually live, to come and live.
Right.
Is that?
That's easy. All you got to do is it used to be you could just work, you just come over here, have a holiday,
And stay.
look look for a job
Yeah.
and stay.
Yeah.
And nowadays you have to do the because immigration from outside of the EU is a lot harder,
Yeah.
right? As it always was, and Britain just moved over the border.
Yeah.
So now you have to have. We only want the best of the best, same as Britain, right? So if you're not earning 30
But
grand,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's you know, I'm not in that bracket.
no. So you just gotta have, you just gotta be able to look after yourself, and it's actually 4 times the minimum wage for the first person, and 1 time the minimum wage for the second person. So there are just limitations, but you can get around that if you're buying a property,
Yeah.
or if you're investing. If you just want to come over and live like like we used to, where you just had to have 5 grand in the bank on the day that you signed the papers,
Yeah.
then those days are obviously gone because free movement is not part of the British ilk anymore. So that's a problem. There's a couple of questions on here. One of them was, get outside the resorts in Tenerife and explore the island. Lots of interesting culture and places to see over the island. That's true. That is true. Takeout tourism and places collapse. In the UK, many seaside resorts are decimated with lack of investment and infrastructure.
True,
Well, that's the other
true.
thing. That's the other thing. They didn't take out tourism. They just didn't invest in the infrastructure, and the tourism left. And the thing is, if you can get to Tenerife on a plane cheaper than you can get to Blackpool on a bus, yeah,
Well, that's part of it, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
what a lot of people have said for years, that to go and have a week in Newquay, let's say, that's on a nice day, comparable to Tenerife, must be. You know, you'd probably, let's say, arbitrarily for a week, £500. I went to Greece last year, which is why I didn't come to Tenerife because of the prices. So, for the price of the flight on to come out, which was like £500, I spent £500. I went with TUI, got the flight and the accommodation. It was self-catering, but the flight for the same price, for 500 quid. You know, so you can, it's in Britain. It's very much cheaper to come up on a plane, as you say, and then you potentially, I'm going to say this, potentially got the guaranteed sun.
exactly. In fact, Graham just asked, I thought you were going to have bad weather today. It's very overcast and very
warm,
warm.
though, isn't it? It's lovely and warm.
Very overcast, very warm. And the storm, or the squall as it's called, Squall Oscar, is to the northwest of us. So the tail end of Squall Oscar is just hitting La Palma and La Gomera and El Hierro at the moment, and it's going to go north. So hopefully it'll miss Tenerife. And Steve from the north's just on and said, same over here, island, all over the island. Okay. Predictive text, rigolol. How are you? We find summers. How are you? Just a minute. Damien Hooper. Hi all. How are we this fine summer's day? Tim, you meant to be 6 feet under water. Rain is coming. I've looked, and it looks like we're gonna dodge that bullet. So hopefully.
It dribbled yesterday over here for an hour or two, but it was literally, oh, there's another spot, and then 5 minutes later, oh, there's another spot.
Yeah.
You know, but that was it.
Robert Inglesall enjoying the walk. Neil Lewis, higher. Gary Pettengell, Iceland calling. Brendan O'Donnell used to go lovely Italian restaurant until the chef died. He passed away.
Boom.
But Brendan, buenos dias. Just got my mum to subscribe and she's watching live now. Can you say hello? Her name is Heather. Thank you. Caroline is saying, hi Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi Caroline. Glad you made it. And this is live from Tenerife, from sunny Tenerife. And I look like Jabba the Hutt, you know. I gotta do that.
You have to do that, don't you?
Let's go and find a coffee, shall we? We've been on 49 minutes now, so then we might find out what he does. So we're going to go across the road here, take our lives in our hands. Do we look left first? We do, don't we?
I have to look at the actually I have to look at the arrows.
Yeah.
Or I'm just like that.
This is one of the parks you're talking about, isn't it?
Where are we? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just scrubland.
Yeah.
Well, it is a desert here. I'll do a McMaster now. We'll take a picture of our feet so walking up. I can't do it.
Yeah,
McMaster.
but it's you know.
What do you think? So yeah, they could re-tarmac this. They could do something nice with it.
A few benches and
A few
soft
benches.
play area.
Yeah.
But there's lots of these places, isn't there? I find dotted around.
That's true. Oh, what type of tree is that? Should get one of the maps, shouldn't we? That tells you what tree it is.
Yeah.
Anybody got an idea? Ireland is basking in beautiful sunshine for the last 2 weeks. High teens, low 20s. Who needs Tenerife? Exactly. Sun and Guinness, there you go. You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Climb it.
Climate. Got it. Yeah, it's been hot in Britain, as far as I understand.
Okay. We've been on 50 minutes. I think we're near, what's the names, isn't it? What's the cafe called?
Go on,
Tea room.
Give us a clue. Harriet's.
Harriet's, yeah.
Yeah, I keep passing it. It's
Have you been before?
no.
Actually, it's good for breakfast. But I can't afford to eat the breakfast. Otherwise I'll blow up. So let's go down to the Valdez Centre and have a coffee. Actually, my car's there. Yeah, the grey one.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Park for free today. Got here early. Early. How does a monkey make toast? He gorillas it.
That's poor.
What was the joke we had on the other day? My 4-year-old niece can't say please in Spanish. I think that's por favor. I think that's por favor.
4 for 4. That's awful.
Good croissants over the road from the Bud station. The bus station, I assume. Or we're going to go for a Bud Light.
Oof.
There's one on the corner I went to the other day, it was quite nice. I had a croissant. Are you into coffee or?
I'm a coffee hound, yeah.
A coffee hound, there you go.
I've tried a barraquito, and they're very, because I ain't got a sweet tooth. I'm usually like just black.
Then you want to do, if you want an alcohol coffee, I recommend a carajillo,
Right, okay.
which is just a cafe solo with a brandy in it.
Right, okay.
And you put as much as little sugar as you want. We're stuck.
Yeah, the barraquito, that was very, very sweet.
But yeah, it was. I mean, for me,
In the cafe con leche as well, just a really milky coffee, isn't it?
coffee with
So
milk.
what's the cortado natural? Is that an espresso?
A cortado is basically a bit of a longer espresso.
They're called a lungo, aren't they, in other languages?
Yeah, a lengua or something like that, or a felengada in Austrian.
So like, I think I've got 4 different coffee. I'm just, not by choice, just by accident really. I've got 4 different coffee machines. I know. And then the pods, you get small, medium, and then large. If you buy obviously I think the medium's a lungo, so you get obviously more.
I bought a coffee machine, and every coffee machine I've ever had got invested with little ants.
Really?
Yeah, they love coffee, the ants do. So now, I found two. What's it called? Two instant coffees that I like from Hacendado, which is the make of Mercadona.
Right.
And I just mix it now. One's a granules and one's an espresso powder. Just put half a spoon of one and half a spoon of the other. Hot water. Jobs are good.
Jobs are good.
Damien's got to go. See you, Damien. We've got 150. I told you, 115 people watching now. We're nearly finished. Croissant and a loaf fell in love. Love is all you need.
But you can't go a bit later then, isn't it? Maybe half an hour.
No, I can't. I can't.
No, you have to get back and stuff.
Bye, all have to go shake the monkey out of the tree. There you go. The guy's taking lives in their hands. The reason I don't cross on red is because, first of all, you shouldn't cross on red. And secondly, children might be watching.
Yeah, true. Bad example.
Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching.
I'm not always integral then.
Not always integral.
Not always.
Integral. Islands on. We'll go up here. So ladles and jelly spoons. We're going to stop for a coffee now. Now you've seen this place before, and I quite liked it. So I'll see it again. Hola.
Hola.
Buenos días. Let's sit right here. You sit there, and we can get us both in then. There you go. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in
It'll work.
the work.
The work.
And what we're going to have? Smoothies, Carter tea infusions,
Like there's loads. Oh, yeah, look.
Carajillo. Buenos días, ¿qué tal? Are you going to try one?
Yeah, go on then. Can I,
Dos carajillos, por
Yeah.
favor.
¿Dos carajillos?
Sí.
Ok,
Carajillo con hielo.
si quieres.
So, un vaso aparte con
Ok.
un hielo.
Carajillo con hielo.
Ok,
Ok.
Dos carajillos
Con
y dos
hielo.
vasos
Vale, perfecto.
con hielo.
Ok.
Pero solo un cuadrado.
brandy coffee.
Well, it's just a tip in it.
Yeah.
I used to drink that in Ibiza. I learnt it in Ibiza, Carajillo con hielo.
Got quite a selection in here.
That's good.
Bom Bom. What's Bom Bom?
That's the good one. That's like the leche, I think.
Oh, espresso, yeah.
Beat them out. So the coffees are espresso, doble espresso, cortado. So cortado is half coffee and half milk. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Café con leche is a white coffee. Americano is hot milk and a shot of espresso. No, sorry. Americano is just black coffee.
That's usually what I have, like Americano.
Latte macchiato actually means dirty milk.
Okay.
Latte is milk in it, and
Yeah.
macchiato means dirty. So it's the hot milk, and then you dirty it with a shot of espresso. Leche y leche, condensed milk and hot milk. Leche grande, $1.90 here, not bad. Cappuccino, cafe con hielo, so coffee with ice. Bonbon, condensed milk espresso. A barraquito, as we know. A carajillo, as we know. Various infusions of teas, or infusiones variadas.
They got bubble tea.
No bubble tea.
Do we know what bubble tea is yet?
I found a shop that sells it,
I saw the shop, yeah.
and the guy didn't even know
No.
what it was. I think it's frog spawn.
I think it's just
It's just frog
a
spawn.
I think it's just a gimmick, probably.
Could be. But a whole shop dedicated to bubble tea.
Yeah, they had customers when I went past, so...
Yeah, Egypts. I'm not saying you're an Egypt if you have bubble tea.
Take that back. Take that back.
Tim calls bubble tea addicts an idiot.
Jesus.
Sueños de Cena.
Strike.
Oh, we got Marrakesh tea, Rubius tea, and fruits.
There you got all these and all.
Oh, there's the specials.
Yeah,
oh, those are your Irish coffees and all that.
Chocolate Russo.
112 people still watching. See what you guys are saying. Saparocco is good. I've never heard of Saparocco. What's that?
Pass.
Here they come. Dos carajillos con hielo.
Oh, wow.
Gracias. Gracias.
Thank
So
you. Yeah, thank you.
we're going to put sugar in it, or I'm going to put sugar in it. And is it brown sugar?
If we've got brown, I'll put some brown in.
I think this is brown.
Yeah.
Brown sugar. Brown sugar. So, oh yeah, that's very brown. So let's see.
Half in.
I'm gonna have to.
Right.
1.5. Oh, all went in. What a shame.
Just another half there, wasn't it?
No. If I'd have known, I'd have done that. Right, little Josephine, let's see what this is like.
Is it the
Espresso with a little bit of brandy in it. Stirred until the sugar melts.
check?
Oh, that takes me back to Ibiza. To Playa de Talamanca. El Flotante, I think it was called. El Flotante.
Inflagrante?
Flotante. Flotsam.
Wait, I'll do. I only had a button.
And then,
Over ice?
con hielo. And wait a few minutes for it to Carajillo con hielo. How much is iced coffee? Oh yeah, you get it. Right, let's see what you guys are saying. I'll show you where we are whilst
very
I'm
good.
reading. We're sat underneath the Valdez Centre in the Work Cafe. It doesn't have condensed milk? No. Secret depends whether you are. Tenerife Barraquito changes its name. Okay, Saparocco. And doesn't have condensed milk. It's a Barraquito without condensed milk. It's
Very
always
sweet.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Very sweet.
Euro cards are free. Oh dear. Visitors watching the cash machine in the Deutsche Bank on the corner is the cheapest withdrawals. There you go.
Which one's that?
Keshira, good morning. Have a great day in the Irish sun. We did that. So we've been over the hour now, so people are moving off.
Rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling. So Peter and I are going to have a little chit chat about the firm, about the authorities. The authorities. I'm going to take a wild guess. You're a bouncer in a nightclub.
Could be anything really, couldn't it?
Good idea. Bouncer in a
I'll
prison.
tell you, but you can't tell anyone.
I won't tell anybody. I promise I won't tell anybody. You know me.
Could be a spy.
Exactly.
Could work for the CIA.
Amaretto coffee for me with spin and Irish coffee with cream on top. Looks like a great spot. Out and about with Ash. Hey Ash, how's it going? Morning Tim, late for the party. Bit late to finishing work, says Barry. Okay, here's the secret. Depends where you are in Tenerife. Barraquito changes its name. There you go. Right, we're gonna go. So I'd like to
Don't
thank.
forget, there's a free room.
All right,
Anybody wants it? Very cheap.
Very cheap.
Slide
Very
into
cheap.
the DMs.
Do you comment at all on this?
Yeah, do you know what it is? I have done. So again, over COVID, I was like sat in front of a computer doing what I could for the authorities.
Cheers.
Cheers. But sort of last several months, I kind of watch it on the TV. So you then haven't got that
The option.
unless you get your phone. And I don't bother just getting my phone out, just comment. So I just kind of recently just watching.
Okay.
But yeah, I have commented and stuff in the past.
How will they get in touch with you if they want to come and stay in your room? Oh, you're leaving on Saturday, eh?
No, next Sunday, 18th. I've got like 12 days.
Oh, right, cool.
12 good days.
There
This
you
is
go.
like this because I had 16 nights, so I've only just gone into the traditional 2-week holiday.
Got you.
So I'm on well, everyone's on socials, aren't they? Instagram, which is Pato, Pato 6091.
Pato, like a duck.
Pato the duck. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's got a rooster and ducks.
Pato.
I think we're getting closer to what he is now.
I'm what do they call them? Fishing game, isn't it, in America?
Uh-huh.
Fishing game.
Fishing game. There you go.
Fishing game. So yeah, it's, Insta.
I'll put it in the description.
Can't remember what I'm on
I'll put it in the
Facebook.
description.
I think it'll tell you on Instagram or this.
Or just get in touch with me,
Yeah,
and I'll
there's
pass it on. There you go.
Free room. Leave it.
Free room.
Leave it to my management.
Any particular smoker, non-smoker?
If I had to,
Male, female?
If I had to pick a non-smoking female,
A non-smoking female. There you go.
Eligible age.
A
I'm
non-smoking.
single, so.
A non-smoking female of eligible age. What eligible means, I'll let you look up in the dictionary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim down for LWMST in Tenerife, together with Peter in Los Cristianos on a lovely and warm but overcast day. If you go to zoom.earth, I'm not kidding you, zoom.earth, you will get a live picture of the whole world's weather. And if you zoom into us, you'll see the anticyclone with the squall Oscar in the middle of it, and we are on the tail end at the moment. It's travelling north towards the peninsula as we speak, so we might dodge the bullet, although I've just had a couple of drops on my head.
I don't know if it's me, but that's lethal at 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And it's not a full shot.
Is it not?
No, it's just a...
Taste it.
Yeah, you can taste it, because
Taste it, yeah.
I think the brandy they put in there
Good
is
stuff.
either it's Veterano or Magno.
Right,
It's
okay.
one of the two. So it's a brandy de Jerez, not a cognac, you know.
Right.
Very nice. So we're going to finish it here, ladies and jelly spoons. We'll see who's commented last. Lynn Rowland's by then. She's coming on. Oh, Steve Coe's on as well. Lynn's coming on Saturday, I believe. Col on Thursday. Somebody else coming on Friday. Anyway, you know where to find me. I'll be walking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I am live on Monday, Meetup Monday, and Freaky Friday at the Monte Cristo this week again. But just Tim and tonics, I'm afraid. I might have a sneaky gin, but no beer, because that's really fatty.
No Copperberg.
No copper.
Saw that one and all.
You did, eh? Because that's not beer either, is it? Cider.
No, but it's so. Again, I ain't got a sweet tooth.
No.
That kind of cider is so sweet.
It is.
So
It is.
sweet.
Right, so I'm going to put another video up here for you to enjoy. If you want to support the channel, you can do it right here. You can subscribe for free here. And just above Peter's head there, I'm going to put the merch. And see ya. Wouldn't want to be you.
Ciao.
Zoom.